All right, we on live on this. I had to jump on here live because I'm back. I'm back. Let everybody know I am back. I had my time in South Africa. I'm trying to let some of y'all come in here real quick. I spent about 10 days. I guess y'all catch this on the replay or so. I did about 10 days in South Africa. I was out there filming, relaxing, getting away from all this crap. But now I'm back. I'm back to ready to put my foot up some proverbial butts, literally. But I had to jump on this real quick before I even got in my studio and start doing formal things. Why are y'all surprised about Miss Ann, aka Pearl? Why are y'all surprised? Now, I don't get into a lot of this conversation on this particular channel. You know, if you go to my news channel, I have a totally different conversation over there. But see, now Miss Ann, she showed herself like I knew she would. At the end of the day, I knew she would. But my issue is not really her. My issue is a few people, actually. You black men. You sorry, good for nothing black men. And I'm telling you sorry and good for nothing black man. You are so bad off that you will sit up here and follow a girl. And I'm going to say a girl at that. What, 25, 26? She's a girl. You find a little girl who haven't struggled in her life for nothing, come from money, admitted she had a full scholarship for volleyball, from the Midwest. No, good and well, if that girl was black, you wouldn't even listen to her not 2 seconds. That girl is the most basic of the basic. She sat here and admitted what she was on. First, what she did is she paid, she admitted, $1,000 to Kevin Samuels for 1 hour of his time to pick his brain. Then she went to lead attorney, Mio tutorials, mentor, everybody trying to get consultations from him so she can colonize, because that's what they do. And pick their brains, because see, originally what she tried to do is go into the white manosphere. And the white manosphere said, man, if you don't get your behind out of here, we didn't create this manosphere for you. You the reason why we got this manosphere over here. But no. Let some old silly black men, and the bad part about some of you black men is that you're older. You should be much wiser than that at this stage of the game. How many times people like her have came in on your job and got you fired? How many people that came in, how many people like her is giving you hell right now in a lot of things on career or whatever else case may be? How many times? See, I'm not really on her, I'm on y'all. Because a lot of problems in our community, whatever the case may be, a lot of it is us. It is us. Yes, I talk about demanding women and all of that stuff, and that's great. But I will get in at you brothers. And I'm disappointed in a lot of you brothers that still defending that chick. She had a whole white supremacist. Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist. This chick sit up here and said slavery wasn't that bad. Listen, I don't care what you like about her. I take the position of the Jewish community. What I mean by that? In the Jewish community, they cool with you until you say something about the Holocaust they don't like, or you say something they don't like at all. They don't care what kind of money they got with you. They don't care about if they liked you or not. The moment you cross the Jewish community, you're done. Let's go back to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said something the Jewish community didn't like. They didn't care about wilding out, all that money he making for wilding out. They say, no, Nick, you're done. Nick had to go on an apology tour. But a lot of you black men, you looking for a hero. Now this is my issue, and I said this before. You have black women that's actually speaking up for you. That's what I don't understand. I'm gonna mention 4 women that I'll say that I see speak up for brothers relentlessly. Y'all always complaining about Cynthia G and all these other ones. But why aren't you uplifting Chantel Simone? Why are you uplifting her, give her 1 million subscribers? Why aren't you going over there to the Crimson Cure, giving her 1 million subscribers, giving her super chats? Number 3, why aren't you supporting Danica Marie? She's talking about brothers all the time, defending the brothers. Shay Sade, another one. defending the brothers relentlessly. And Shay Sharday, Danica Marie are married women. You talk about women need to be married and single women and all that. Those women are married. Crimson Cure, her husband passed away, so she's a widow. The only person not married out the bunch, I think, is Chantel Simone. I don't know her full situation. I just know she's not married. But those women go in the paint for brothers. And you brothers rather go over there with some bottom of the barrel Midwest Miss Ann, go support her behind fully. Y'all gonna sit up there. Listen, this girl is so bad. She let that colonizer out of her with that interview. She said, my Africans. Your Africans? What is that about? Your Africans. Yeah, I wish immigration let my Africans in. So now you just straight owning Africans now? I thought they work with you. Listen, I got people that work with me in the African continent in many countries. And my motto, even black Americans work with me too, okay? And what I say about people, I say, you work with me. I don't call nobody my anything. She let her, see, the thing is, she exposed herself, and that's good. That's good. That is good. But some of you dudes have hate black women so much that you will go follow a woman that, because let me tell you something, growing up in the Midwest and the way she came across, and she admitted she did it for money when B. Taylor pressed her that time and said, why are you so much into our issues for? Like, what's up with that? Oh, I'm into really to make money, to be honest. She admitted what she was about. But it didn't matter to a lot of you black men. Because you got a hatred for black women so bad that you'll go over there with a I'm gonna call it what it is, a white supremacist woman. Because if you were sitting with Nick Fuentes and he talks about literally, you know who he is, about basically replacement theory. And say, well, if you think about it like that, it's not really that bad. I mean, the girl literally agreed with everything Nick Fuentes said. Everything. This dude is alt-right. This dude is, storm the cap, all that stuff. He's all into that. And this is what happens also when a female don't have a mind of her own and she stole everything that she speaks about from other people. When you have a time to actually think for yourself, you can't. So you got to agree with everything people say. Now, I know Brother Kevin passed away and all of that, and definitely rest in peace. But y'all go from following Kevin Samuels to following that girl? And then that girl exposed herself? Listen, this is the playbook. With people like her, the Adam 22s and all them other ones, they come to y'all because y'all have the lowest self-esteem. You always talk about these people getting in our spaces and infiltrating and all that other stuff that they do. It's easy for them to do it. Because the biggest problem I have with a lot of black people, in a sense, I will say this, is that anytime them people come around, you all, oh my God, you heard what they said? It could be the same thing I said, same thing you said. And just because they said it, oh my God, I'm going to fall apart. Okay? This is my model. They're not coming in. And one thing I can say about Kevin Samuels, he did say this. A few times they tried to speak on black women. He said, you not about to speak on nothing with black women or black people because this is not your issue. Stay out of it. Now, Kevin did say it a few times. I heard him say that, and shout out to Kevin for saying that. Kevin did not get on and say, oh, you as a white woman could come on here and talk bad about black women. Listen, I don't care what black women do. I don't care what black men do. We should have enough pride in ourselves as a black community to say, you're not going to say nothing about them. I'm going to say something about them. I don't care how modern she is. I don't care if she don't cook, clean. I don't care if she fight. I don't care if she twerk. I'm going to talk about her, not you. You're not joining in here to talk about no black woman. No, it's not going to happen. And it should be the same way on the other side. Listen, we talk about the men or whatever the men doing is wrong, fine. But you not coming in here, Brad, talking about them. No, that's what we gonna do. And that's when you have actual respect for your community. And you have pride in your freaking self. We talk about another DJ Vlad. We talk about him too. All these black men go sit up there on his platform. I'd rather y'all go sit down with Say Cheese. At least as a brother. Go sit over there with him. At least shout out to Charleston White. At least the majority of his stuff is on Say Cheese. And you're right, she's not even qualified. Listen, there's no way I can sit up here as a grown man, uncle stage black man, go listen to some Miss Ann that never been through nothing. She don't have my life experience to even be talking about anything. First and foremost. Number two, she's too young to be talking to me or relating to me other than stuff she heard. Sure, there were some phone calls that she talked to some people, and I said, wow, that woman's delusional. Yeah, we review things, sure. But actually watching her show, I couldn't even watch that. Because, I mean, to me, she's boring. She's boring. I can't do boring. Sorry, I can't do that. I mean, that's you. If you want to hear that, that's your business. But I can't do that Midwest boring stuff. I like flavor. I like seasoning and anything that I listen to. It don't matter what color of person are. I just like some seasoning. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but I'm sitting over here. I'm looking at the Atlantic Ocean, and I'm seeing all this stuff going down. I said, oh boy, okay, I got to come back and talk about this when I get back. Yeah, she comfortable, but she comfortable because black men, you let her in. How is it supposed to be a black manosphere and you let her in? How? Your issue had nothing to do with her. I thought your issue had to do with the women in the community. How does she get to come in and just put her mouth on everything that black people are doing? The white men told her behind, don't you come over here, get your behind out of here. They don't work over here. Because see, white men, one thing about white men, I will respect white men for this. White men will put they women in their place. And Pearl got put in her place with white men. She couldn't build nothing off of white men. But so she said, you know what? Let me go to the black people. Because see, black people, they automatically, they just love everything I do. And I can be basic. I don't have to be flamboyant. I don't even have to be the most fly. I can just take everything they say and they gonna big me up. And that's what she did. But the problem is just not her. The problem is y'all. Black men for bigging her up. They got black men in their 50s bigging this young girl up. Like, dude, are you serious? You in your 50s and you're bigging up a young girl? Because you got that big of a problem with black women? Seriously? This is what we doing? That's a shame. That's a sin and a shame. You don't want to support the black women that's on your team. Don't want to support them. We're going to support her. And then she got your support. She get with the dude that's with the alt-right that don't like black men at all, right? She don't stand up to him. She don't tell him who he is. She don't tell him any of that. She just agreed with it. But so what are y'all going to say now? All you men that bigged her up, or you going to just stay quiet now? Or you actually going to be a man and actually say, you know what? I was wrong for that. I was wrong for sitting down. Let me tell you something. There's so many of them over the years that's tried to come to me and offer me money for many things. Offer me money to get in on what I'm doing. I said, let me tell you something. One time, years ago, when I really needed the money, one of them tried to come in, a white male, wanted to give me $500,000 at the time to get in on what I'm doing. And I really needed the money at the time because we were struggling. I told him no. Because I have a principle. And my principle is this. I'll let it fall before I take your money and I'll let you get in on anything I do. Because one thing I know about y'all is that y'all go get in a little bit and you're going to take it over and you're going to kick me out of my own thing I created. I seen it. I studied y'all. I wrote books on them already. See, that's why they don't play me too much. You can't impress me with money. Recently I've turned down some money. Somebody else tried to say, oh, can I do this and that? Third? I give you $50,000. I don't want your money. It's not enough. It's not enough. I already know my value. That's not enough money. See, when you can turn down money like that and know your value, guess what happened? Now they're trying to dance to what I'm saying. And that's just how it's going to be. Because I don't need nothing from nobody. But for sure, I'm not begging them. Everybody can watch my show. Everybody can enjoy the show, and that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is to you brothers out there, you brothers, support the sisters. If you're going to do it, support them. You got plenty of black women that's speaking for you. And you don't want to support them. But you have this warped slave mentality that a lot of you have where anything master say is good. No matter what it is. Once again, now one of them going to come on here and say a word about nothing no black woman are doing, no black man are doing. No. Listen, I listen to critiques from everybody. I talk about it. I talk about people of all groups. But when you start talking about you're going to come critique here and in our community, no. I don't care if she's the hood rat or the hood rats. I don't care. You're not going to come over here and just be trashing her. Let's talk about your hood rats. You can come over here and talk about yours. That's fine, but you're not coming here. But that just set me off, man. It set me off. When I first seen it, all the videos that came out about that, and Jason Black put it out, and shout out to him. He put it out, a lot of those videos that she did and all of that. Because I don't follow her like that. I mean, I have no reason to follow her. I didn't know how many subscribers she had until he showed it. I didn't know. I don't watch that girl. I'm not listening to no young girl say nothing to me. I'm not subscribed to DJ Vlad, none of them. Unless somebody tell me go to their channel and watch something, I'll go watch. But I peeped them a long time ago. How is it, like, y'all talk about how black men struggle, business for black men, what we go through, and then black men is literally giving the same people that you say that's oppressing you and putting you down, you're literally giving them an economy. DJ Vlad literally makes all kind of money off of black people. He don't go make it off of white people. Pearl couldn't even make money out of her own community. She had to go to y'all. No Jumper. He don't care if he was starting beefs with people in LA, gang beefs, racial beefs between blacks and Mexicans. He didn't care about any of that mess. He was like, I'm literally white. I don't care what kind of consequences it happens to the black people in the street, the Mexicans in the street. He didn't care what he did. He didn't even care. But that's what happens when y'all let them in our business, whether you black or even Mexican. You let them in your business, that's what happens. They colonize us. That's what they do. They've been colonizing from day one. They don't know nothing else. They don't know how to be equal to you. When they come in, they trying to worm their way in to take over something. That's what they do. They've done that for hundreds of years. I'm not lying on them. You can do the research on what I'm saying. I'm not lying on nobody. So that's just what you see with them. It's just the colonizing ways. But y'all, once again, y'all got to take responsibility. Black men got to take responsibility. And you're not taking it. It's just that simple. I don't want to hear no talk about no women or black women or whatever. Because ain't no black women propped up Miss Ann. Ain't no black women propped up no Adam 22. And no black women propped up no DJ Vlad. A lot of black men did that. Well, like I said, if you do the research on that girl, and then the Insider wrote up an article on her recently, I was shared, and everything. It just, if you don't know what she done, then just go do your research while people talking about it right now. So, long story short, she had Nick Fuentes, a prime white supremacist, on her show. And one of the main things she said was, he was talking about slavery and reparations and all that. And she said that, when people talk about slavery, well, slavery, it just wasn't that bad. Only people who are racist say that. And she exposed her hand. On top of saying the My Africans thing. And there's so many things this girl has said and done. But let's see what you black men do. I'm going to see. I'm just going to sit back and watch y'all. I'm going to see what y'all do. Like, let me tell you something once again. I take the Jewish model on everything I do in relation to me as a black man. You cool with me until you say slavery wasn't that bad. You don't support reparations, anything that's for black people. I ain't nothing to talk about no more. Nothing to talk about. It's just that simple. Anyway, well, of course our followers don't care. I mean, you got followers, but I'm talking about to the people at least here that got half a mind and would challenge these. I'm talking about these old black men, 40s and 50-year-old black men lifting this girl up. I think that's the worst ones. To me, you are the worst. You 30, 40, 50, 60 years old lifting up a 25 to 26-year-old girl from the Midwest that don't know nothing, that come from a definitely how she agreed with Nick Fuentes. That means that's stuff that she been hearing in her house. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not gonna keep y'all talking about Miss Ann. Do what y'all do what y'all do. Yeah. She said she's 26. Said, whoa, that girl look like she's 32. So boy, by the time she's 30, Lord. I feel for her. Yeah, and that's usually what happens. She already about at the wall herself. When she really hit that wall, boy, that's when the Karen come out of her. Didn't this girl say in the interview with Nick Fuentes? Go watch it. She said, well, Karens, they are necessary because they say things that maybe other people just wouldn't say. Yes, that girl said Karens are necessary. Karens that harass black people, call the police on black people for freaking nothing. Karens are necessary. That's your girl. That's what she said. But some of you silly 30, 40, 50, and even 60-year-old black men followed that girl. And she said Karens are necessary on top of the slavery stuff she said. And on top of she agreed with the replacement theory. She said it. Go watch the interview where she interviewed Nick Fuentes. Yeah, she said she's pro-Karen. That's right. She said this. She said she's pro-Karen. She's pro-Karen. And at least she's open about it. But once again, not my issue. But I just had to slam you older black men for being so freaking sorry and simpish at the same time. That you got a hatred for black women so much that you go follow a little girl who don't know nothing about what she talking about, parroted everything, took daddy's money, paid all this money to get the game from black people, and then come in there and just passed up the majority of you on your own talking points. Like, how much more of that's like slavery? We invent something, they take the patent of it, and then they got, for instance, we created Jack Daniels liquor, but we couldn't get the patent of Uncle Nearest Green. He actually created it, stole his recipe, and say it's Jack Daniels. Uncle Nearest Green created Jack Daniels, not Jack Daniels. So y'all literally doing the slavery thing all over again, giving y'all work and everything to these people for no. My God, that's why a lot of times I'm happy to get away from a lot of you, because I'm so sick of that old slave mentality that a lot of you have in this community. I was so happy just sitting in South Africa, not thinking about none of you. Then I'm over there seeing things come across the wire, and I'm just like shaking my head like, man. But I just put it down. I had to look at the Atlantic Ocean and just relaxing myself. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in real quick. My impromptu live stream by Miss Ann. Yeah, I'll be back to making regular content. Like I said, I'm back in Babylon. I know, even though I wanted to talk about Sierra while I was over there, I still got to talk about it. I don't care if it's old or whatever. I'm going to talk about Sierra my own way, because that didn't make no sense, and other things I'm going to talk about. So anyway, thank y'all for listening. We'll see you on the next one.